Hello and welcome back. Here we go. We're going really quick because I just hit start on the world before I actually started the video. My apologies. So we're standing in the dark, I guess. I don't know what's going on here. Wow, we still have the thank you slide up. Like I said, very panicky. Here we go. Just so you know it's official, we're starting soon. And we're going. Woo! Hey, by the way, I'm Hambbage. Welcome. What? Oh. Yeah, that about sums it up, I think, perfectly. Yeah, I don't know what was going on. I was just launching Minecraft. I was trying to set up my laptop to be running, everything I needed for recording without a whole lot of extra stuff. And I was kind of like, oh man, I actually just opened the world instead of just launching the game, and was then scrambling to get back. So knowing myself, now that we're in the world, all right, we've been going for a minute. I don't see any slides in front of us. We're doing good. Let's get back here. Whew! All right, hello and welcome. Episode 108, 109, something like that. We've had a lot of fun in Minecraft here, and aside from a few little chaotic bumps, like using up an entire nether pick on ice, and then having to go and swim in lava a bunch to replace that, we've been doing pretty decently, I'd say. But now we're up for a new challenge, and we talked about it at the end of the last episode. If you're new here, we're in a full Let's Play of Hardcore Vanilla Minecraft, edition 1.16.5. So, this, for anyone who doesn't know and may just be joining us, if you look down in the center of the screen there, see the hearts? Each have a little dark kind of hash in the center of it, so they've got some definition. They're not just flat one-dimensional hearts. Well, those indicate the hardcore mode, and what hardcore does in Minecraft is lock you at the hardest difficulty setting, no cheats, and it means that if you die, that's it. Your world is over. You can come back as a spectator, but you can no longer play in the world. There's no saves, no reloads, none of that. You're done. It's over. And that's how we're playing. No net. Nothing, just good old-fashioned Minecraft. So these were some supplies we'd left there. I kind of just went from impulse. This has been our latest project. We're working on a tunnel here, and we're eventually going to set this up to use boats on ice to cruise along at very high speed, so we can travel from point A to point B much more quickly. This is kind of our hub. We have a number of different gateways around to different locations in the world, and this one is our primary, taking us back to our base. And I had been giving it a bit of a think. At the end of the last episode, we said, in addition to cooking some stuff, working on things, I think we've explored all the way down here. We need to get coal, and that's going to be kind of our mission of this day, is just some good old Minecraft style caving, adventuring, and looking for good old fashioned coal. We'll pick up a lot of other stuff along the way. These are my friends, the dogs. This is Saver and Sprout. Salty. Salty was our first dog. Hi, Salty. And then Saver, and they got together and had Sprout. So that's our family of pups. Up here, we've got Guava and an Enderman who's been hanging out for quite a while. He apparently pushed Guava back into the corner. Nobody puts Guava in the corner, but I can't really get him back out again yet. So, Guava, I don't know what you call that. I know the game calls them all parrots, but we got all kinds of different styles. And out here we have S'more. S'more is our kitty cat. Oh, you're adorable. And S'more has a little blue orchid inside that he likes to take care of. Keep the creepers away from. All right, enough fun and games and silliness. We are going to be in the overworld. We have this chest with us. It's an ender chest, but just to avoid policing and picking it back up again, let's just top off our food. Oh, and when I was going, did that work out exactly? Interesting. All right. Last but not least, since we are going deep into caves and they're underground, let's do a bit of that. And, I mean, I don't think we're going to go too terribly long, but in case we should get short on torches, let's have that with us. All right. So, my plan was one of two. I'd thought about heading to Cave Spider Springs, our first mine shaft that we discovered, and just kind of exploring around there. But we've done a lot in that area already, and hi bees. Yeah, I know you guys don't get names. You're bees, but you're beautiful, and you're doing such a good job with the crops. Keep up the good work. Go team. Enjoy all those flowers. Hoorah. So, there we go. Those are our farms. Another quick tour. We just, we go for a few episodes in a row, not really looking at parts of our world, and it gets to be a while. I was thinking of Cave Spider Springs the other day, and like, man, we haven't been there in ages. The other thing that I want to start thinking about, this is kind of a pathway we'd cut through our dark forest. And as you can see, just poking out here, maybe we'll come this way. We've got a little open plain here that's not far removed, but we really haven't done anything to speak with it yet. And I think we're going to need to. This is going to kind of jump projects. We've been talking about it for a while. How in our kind of spanning the 18th century, late 17th to early to mid 19th. Spanning the 18th, the 1700s. Kind of late 16s, 1700s, and then kind of up to like Civil War era would be when it was, about outmoded. But, just these remote outposts. Ours is made of sandstone, but kind of a coastal fortress for shipping, where ships were kind of the mode transportation of the day, with towers and, still having bastions and things like that. So that's what we're working on at the moment. But for our ice highway, we've talked about using some carpet to cover that up. And I think we want to, as, if we're in kind of our let's play mode and thinking about our world here, we're kind of an explorer in the mode of Magellan setting up a settlement miles, or far side of the world, right? Is we've often talked about how for those early Western European explorers, and very geocentric type thinking, but they very much felt as isolated as if they were on a trip to Mars. Some of our early pioneers, they were years away from home, no concept of seeing other people that spoke their language or shared their customs or anything like that, and never knowing if they'd make it back to see their families. And in the case of the Magellan party that completed the first circumnavigation, 17 out of like 200 or something? I forget the actual. 266 maybe was the initial crew, and like 17 made it back initially, and then some came back as prisoners of the Portuguese who were stopped in South Africa for spying, I believe. So lots of intrigue there, and while they didn't, Martian explorers wouldn't have oxygen, and that would be a much bigger challenge. I would hazard that, it's kind of more of an all or nothing, right? Unless the mission catastrophically fails, they have a much better return likelihood than would have sailors in the early years. So very much this, dropped in an unfamiliar and new world type of setting, and that's kind of what we're playing with now. In the Nether, when you get into other dimensions, you start kind of bending any of that pseudo realism, and at that point, we're kind of using more modern looking builds and things to accentuate, but we're not too tied to any specific period. So out here, I think we need a big old sheep ranch is one thing that we're going to need a bunch of, and also horses, and potentially, if we bring them in, donkeys and all the rest. But this is what I've been looking for, a cave in this area. So this represents a good starting point. All right, hey, we're trying to have a little conversation here. Before you get all shooty. Oh. So we'll just see what we've got to work with here. Hopefully, a nice little system of caves. It's looking good so far. Let's get this coal. So yeah, we'll spend at least this episode just kind of tooling around, but it may be more. We want to cook a bunch of stone, so we want to actually make additional new furnaces at our base. We've got more at the darkroom spawner, which is where we started, and fuel all those up with blocks of coal, and just be able to, at either location we're hanging out at or working at, be cooking and cooking and cooking. Lots of stone, sandstone. We've done a bunch of glass, so that's doing pretty well. But other than that, we need a lot of resources. So I'm not really even too worried about where we are, where we're going at the moment. It's been a while since we've done any overworld mining, and our gear and our combat prowess after working in the Willer Skelly farm has really come along. So I never say never, right? And never let your guard down. We don't want to lose our world just to stupidity or hubris, but we can also take a little confidence in our abilities. There's nothing wrong with that. I always love it when that, you like build up this elaborate staircase to go further and deeper, and then, oh, you're done. So let's just probe just a bit. We want all this stone anyway. We're going to cook it and use it in our highway. Nope. Nothing. Alright. Go back. There were lots of other tunnels here. So it's kind of nice. We don't have to be nearly as saturated with our torches. We can keep things a little bit darker as we go. Ooh. Alright, we're going to get down deep here quick. Yes, the Neapolitan ice cream of blocks. There's some coal. And, you know, this iron is kind of a little bit excessive at the moment. Not excessive, I guess that's unfair, but we got quite a bit. But we can make a lot of use of iron as we go. And certainly later in the game, there's going to be a lot of times when we'll be happy to have it. So, and while it does consume some of our coal to cook it up, we do have that blast furnace that we don't have a whole lot of use for. Man, the lava seems so slow after you get used to nether pace. It's like, all right, come on, let's clear. We swim. Oh, now I don't think this can really connect, although we went pretty far, but I got to think this is not a part of Cave Spider Springs. This has got to be a different mine. And that's good. We could always use some more name tags. Now we do have, we have the mines of the Badlands back there, so we're not short of these kinds of areas. But it's always fun to find a new one. More fun, we've certainly had it with the, not had it with like, oh man, I've had it with you, but we've had the ability when we were down in the other mines to manage a good deal of stuff. Alright, Pinky is going to have its assumed role of random junk. Brown will be wood and wood products. Let's do the 2 greens for ores and coal. And then the blues can be for all the various rocks. Good system? Everybody down? Good. All right. Let's see what we got. Now we can kind of cruise here. As long as we look a bit. We got 2 factors here. One is that our level is relatively low. We've just done a bunch of enchanting on the bows, so we do have that. This is a bit of a trap. Having an opening. Come on. Opening like that where something could drop on our head is less good. So let's go down where there's more possibility of things dropping on us. Ooh, down, down, down we can go. Well, that's cool. Just nothing around. It's so crazy. That's the advantage of being low level and not being in a nether farm where you're actually setting up circumstances to just breed and breed and breed blazes and lava slimes and wither skellies and regular skellies and all the rest. I mean, that makes this feel downright, it's like vacation home, right? And unfortunately, it's a little bit of a distraction from our real purpose. We want the coal, but at least getting into some of these other areas, I find it helps to have a few cleared tunnels to kind of help you navigate a bit. As you can see, we got branches going all different ways. We're just getting started here. Let's go through something down here. I'll gladly pick up all this. This mine's trying. It's heard rumors. It's like, I've heard about these Badland mines where you guys just get gold all the time. I got gold too. Don't forget about me. I'm a good mine. To be seen, miney. Now, it is a bit of a concern. I sometimes laugh off using the good swords. Once you have the mending, and the durability of netherite, or at least unbreaking on a diamond sword, you can kind of start being willy-nilly about breaking spider webs, because you'll get enough combat XP to heal it throughout with your mending. Ooh, that's a lot of gravel. I know, I'm beating you guys with the unopened chest. We'll get there. Anticipation. What do we think's in there? What would be your dream chest? For me, right now, I don't even know if you can, but getting both a name tag and an enchanted golden apple would obviously be the top, tippy top tier you could get in a chest. But I mean, there's lots of good stuff. Unfortunately, some of the early game real good finds in the mine chests don't matter as much to us anymore. One of my favorite things to come down into mines for early game, and one of the things I'm worth risking for, is melon seeds. If you haven't had the fortune to find a savanna and pull a bunch of melon seeds that way, or jungle, then the mines can be a great, all it takes is one, right? You get one and you're in business. And now I think I might actually leave you here. Let's do a bit of containing. We'll actually tighten that up a bit, and then we can there we go. Nice little trash can. And I guess the game was impressed with my torch planning, decided, oh hey, look, he's got torches. Let's give him a mine to spin. You know what? Don't waste the torches there, because this is just in the way. So is all this. We're gonna start. This mine's gonna be a bit more use what we got. Use what your mama gave you. My mama didn't give me this netherite pick, but I use it anyway. This time we're going to try to watch its durability as we go. Yeah, just trying to make a very visible area around or leading back to your kind of entry point base of operations is a pretty strong move. It definitely helps a lot of wrong turns, winding your way through, and Eventually popping out on the opposite side, wondering where you got to, where all your stuff got left. Maybe a zombie spawner. Wonder what kind of level we're at here. 19. Man, we so need a spawner at some kind of elevation where we can actually make use of. We may connect all this back in, but for now, let's just grab all the goodies. Again, so nice when you come back into these environments and you're remember iron tools and having to constantly replace, run back to restore everything. You gotta manage your inventory because you only have your one pack. It just makes you appreciate what you've got. And sometimes, there's some lapis and we can use that. Boy, oh boy, between the enchanting we've been doing and the blue dyeing we'd like to do in the future, lapis will be highly valued. Alright, now this is still our nice way back, so let's just keep working it. Into a grand chamber. And, this is kind of like life. This is the beauty of Minecraft, that we're working on these projects, we're getting better, and this just highlights once again we could do even more with more shulkers and more netherite. The capital of Minecraft. With this big gallery, we could just run a bunch of rows of shulkers and really do the whole thing. I don't know that we're quite at that level here at the moment, but it's all right. We're way better off than we have been, and sometimes it's best just not to be greedy about stuff like that. Alright, so what do we want to do? Ooh, something up there. Oh, 1 second. Woo! I tried to cover that and move the mic. No chance on a mute. Good reminder, though. We're at 28 minutes. We're flying. That's what it's taken us. Like, again, the episodes were much longer when we were doing Cave Spider Springs, but just getting entry into some of these kinds of places would have been formidable. And back then, remember, all my admonitions, now I can kind of just not really laugh them off, but back then it was don't go anywhere until you've cleared everything above your head, because that's where creepers can drop from and you're most vulnerable. Well, yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun while we're out, raising horses and sheep and who knows, llamas, donkeys, mules, all that good stuff here in the ranch lands. Again, I've talked a number of times. I'm a big fan of reading, and a couple of the things I've been reading recently. One, having grown up in the Midwest, I'd gotten years ago a history of Minnesota, and I love like the northern part of Minnesota, the range. It's the iron or taconite ranges, and there are several of them: the Mesabi and the Vermilion. And there's a Cayunga, I think, is the other one. And the nautical feel of the Great Lakes region. How much is going on up there? Personally, I fell in love with northern Minnesota when I was a kid, and doing canoe trips in the Boundary Waters and southern Canada. Southern Canada, what the is it Voyagers Park in the Canada side, and then the Boundary Waters recreation area in the Minnesota side, U.S. side. And I only made a few trips, but only a few. Back when I was a teen, and absolutely, just love the area. And so way back, I'd gotten this history. It actually deals with the whole state, but a lot of emphasis on, man, I don't know anything about the writer. Usually as a person who studied a lot of history myself, usually I kind of look into the writers. I don't know anything about whoever wrote this book. I don't even honestly know his name. Did he get him? Is there a record? Or was that just from my burn? It was just from my burn arrow. Oh, man. Well, that's a bummer. Alright, so you guys came from up high here. No idea where we are, by the way. Just so you guys all know. We're just running and talking. But anyway, we've been reading this history of Minnesota, which is great stuff. I would love to find a corresponding history of northern Wisconsin, or just the whole, and I'm sure they're out there, I've just never really bothered to look, but the Great Lakes kind of region and development and culture themselves. Some of those areas, Port Huron and Superior, and I kind of know the Lake Superior area the best. UP and Thunder Bay, northern Wisconsin, but they're just amazing stories, and this unique little culture where these places were very remote and isolated, and still have that feeling. You talk about it anywhere in the upper Midwest, but I think in Minnesota particularly, they talk about being up north as kind of a, it's a whole state. It implies that you're, remote, maybe in a cabin, likely doing a lot of fishing and that kind of stuff. It's small town, natural type settings, and they, very consciously, and that's what this book has kind of talked about, is how much that was kind of a produced idea, and it spans through from earliest explorers on up through, I think the book was written maybe in 96 or around then. So it was up to, politics and stuff from about the time, and that's kind of the weird part. I have a feeling that whoever this writer is was, may have been like a news report or something that covered a lot of politics, because I think it's disproportionately on the elected officials, and that's certainly important. You know, they shape the outlook of any municipality, really. But they also, are just one aspect. And so there's a lot of granular stuff on, like 1920s elections. But it talks about that state's contribution to the national picture and how the national picture impacted the state of Minnesota. So pretty cool for anyone out there. Anyway, that's just kind of been my pick up, read a few minutes, and move on. I haven't been deeply engrossed by any means. My kind of fun reading, if you will, has long been, since I started this YouTube, has been Stephen King's The Dark Tower series. And I'd talked about one of my worlds. The second one was actually named Susanna Dean for one of the characters in that book. And at the time, I was kind of early on in my. I've read the. You don't need to worry about spoilers for me, but for other people, please don't ruin the books if they should hear about them and be eager to read those. Certainly popular, widely popular. But I had been working through a book which I mentioned was one of the ones I've always kind of struggled to get through, and part of it is that it's in the context of the story, it's a retelling of past events, and foreshadowing anything else being what they. Oh man, am I leaving stuff? You go. You go. You go. You go. I'm sure some of this I'll just pick up again, but whatever. All right, maybe we should try to wander our way back to our little sub base. I think we came from here. This will be a trick. That's the other trade-off. When you have good tools, you move quick. You don't remember each chamber the way you do when each one is like a significant incursion. You gotta clear each corner, drop torches, fight your way through, all that good stuff. Here we don't really have that. And when you're just cruising through, you can easily forget a turn. One torch placed in a way that makes you think you'd come from a different direction or something, and you're we never got all that coal. That's important. All right, so we were back to this way. Yeah, you don't know, all right, which way? Lots of backtracking, and then, if ever anything doubles back on itself, you're in trouble. But this is exactly what we need and what we wanted to do. Oh, this is how we came in. We came up through there after the creeper and the skeleton. So let's just check here. This may be the same kind of stuff. Oh yeah, we'd come down here, pulled out some gold or something. Alright, that's all clear. Back up. Now I gotta find my way back to that other little... Oh. Where was it? This way? Yeah. Okay, so we'd come from up there, come around here, creeper sizzled and didn't give us a record. Boo-hoo. Okay, that's just a hole. It's more iron. Now that we can feel pretty safe about here, we can come down to find that there's nothing. Run on those hills. Keep pumping the legs. Go, go. Okay, well, back in here. An area we just sort of skimmed the corner of. Or maybe got most everything out of, huh? Nice to have that. This looks like just a single. Was that covering up any? Oh, we didn't go down there yet. So I think it's still safe to say we came from back here. Unless we came from here. We didn't come from there. That's where we just came from. Oh, another waterfall. That looks like it goes on a long ways. Or that's just a lighting glitch. Okay, or it's just a lighting glitch. Lava or torches? Lava. Alright, well that does seal that way off. Remember when I said we should get back to all our stuff? I was kidding. Okay, something's better than nothing. Let's don't step in it. Oh, we don't need those. We don't need that. Don't really need the gravel. Don't really need the cobble. I always feel like if you can get past something like that, you know, it's kind of like the clearing the lava sea in the last couple episodes. Once you get through all that, it's like, oh, there's always going to be something great, you know. It's just holding it back for you. And if you... Hi! You can just get through. Whoa! Anybody else? Someday we'll get back to our stuff. I really thought we had a bit more than that. Gonna come back up here. Fortune pick. Let's just see how we can do without having to restack the blocks we've already gathered, right? It's much easier to just bring those home. Process them all where we have more space. Oh man, but we still don't have any torches. Alright. This is good though. Here you, zombie friend. I don't see you yet. There you are. Oh, did you get pushed all the way back over there? Now my flame won't do much. But then again, not too worried about it. How do I want to do this? How about like that? Oh, still don't have torches. I can't exactly see what's going on, but oh, that was kind of dangerous. You're kind of annoying, little waterfall. Is that the end of your waterfall-y goodness? Looks like it. Alright. Still looks highly, highly dangerous and ill-advised. Don't try this at home. Oh, we made it somehow. I don't know how or why, but we got a stack of coal, so we can make a bunch of torches. Alright, you back in your spot. Oh, we had torches. Okay, well, let's do that and that. That to come back. Sticks there. That needs to go away. That needs to get picked back up. Alright, we're back. Torch everything now. Just carve that out. Let's go up this part. Now we were fortunate enough to have like no contact while we were in the dark. It'll be kind of nothing. Down, down, down. Alright. Be a good cave, or a good node. Seam? I guess coal seam is kind of what we'd actually be talking, right? Okay. That was pretty good for a quick little run up. At least it was isolated. It didn't get us more further lost. It's okay. Hmm. Okay, that seems like a high point. We've run past a lot of stuff. Let's get kind of back down again. Oh! Kind of put my face right in that one. But did you notice as he was popping, you know what I should also be trying to do is get some screenshots. I don't know that he's the best candidate. Okay, come on up. I don't know. You know, just things to mix it up. How long has it been since we've been in like an overworld cave before? I should say so RL, it's Sunday the 30th of May, not June yet. Memorial Day weekend. And as I'd laid out in a few of the videos, I've been racking these up because they're going to air over the next couple sets of weeks. Not sets of weeks. Next like week and a half. While I'm preparing for and then going on a little bit of a family trip. So excited for that. Okay, now don't. Oh, that wasn't what I wanted to do. That was a mistake. Mistakes were made. I wonder how that one will turn out, though. Me punching. I just can't see my hands anyway, though, but straight up punching a sizzling creeper. Good. Photography. It's an action sport. Ooh, this looks good, though. It's these little ones that you find sometimes just keep going. Ooh, or they lead you into a new little room with some lava under it. Huh. In the words of my villager friends, huh. That all connects back to that, so we're in the same place. Can we get... What's our exit here? Just checking. Ooh. I mean, I know it's been a minute and we don't need them exactly anymore, but diamonds are still diamonds, right? Let's make them nice and safe. Don't want any diamond incidents. Some kind of beeping. Must be somebody moving or something. End of the month, I'm guessing that's... ooh. We'll make room for you, diamonds, with this cobblestone. It's kind of cool little chamber, but honestly, I don't know it's worth it for us to just stay down there a while away. I just realized what I'm doing that's so silly. I mean, yeah, we have a whole set of chests out there, right? But we also have resources to use. Alright, anything else full stacked? I don't think so. Okay, so that was the way we came. lava. Maybe this was the way we came. Pick health is still good. Just checking. Letting everybody know. Okay. This way. Ooh, storm. If I thought we were anywhere close to getting to the surface quickly, it might be worth trying to get a creeper to catch a lightning charge. That is the one banner element, and I've never done, until now I'd never done the banners before, but yeah, the charged creeper head is the one I've never really gotten before. And that's my understanding, is that you... Oh boy. We're not in a super advantageous position here. That looks swampy. We got some swampy or some oceany water. Swampy. Enough of you, swampy water, you're stinky. Alright, so we gotta just try to remember that we need to take a turn over that way when we come back up here. Ooh, big old chamber. Well, we're almost back up to level 20, which should raise the mob excitement a little bit. And I think we can handle a little bit more fun, don't you? I mean, this is hardcore, not peaceful mode. I saw those diamonds. We'll get them. Yeah, so... worst case... we'll just head back upward somewhere, or naturally find our way up to the surface, and we'll then go back to the sheep fields. Well, we've already got the sheep over by something else. Will be the horse fields. But we know where they are in relation to base. From that cave, I think we can pretty easily get back down to the mine and all our gear and stuff. So I'm not, even if we can't readily find our way back, I think we don't have to worry about that gear being potentially lost or anything like that. It's still just doing its job there. So I'd kind of started to say at one point here how, again, repeatedly for some of the folks that have seen earlier videos, but a lot of these that you're seeing right now are going to be pre-recorded. I mean, it's YouTube, right? It's not live, but pre-recorded even before they become public. And so I've been running a bunch in a day, for me, it's tough to imagine having used up a full pick and things like that in my illustrious playing career, but it can get a little dicey as you're trying, you're like uploading videos and then trying to schedule them out and trying to keep track of which one is what number episode and where's it go and what's the screenshot you wanted to use for that one and all those various details, and you can get a little spun on what you're... Ooh, okay, so that's... Now we're running into real water. Where are you? Wow. Wow. Everybody come at once, huh? Alright, did we get y'all? Oh. You were late to the party. Well, look at that potato. Remember how awesome that would have been at times? So, yeah, here we are on the brink of, some ocean or something draining down. Let's do a quick chest dump. It's like a chest bump, but not. I don't know what one of these are the least obnoxious. Oh, we can combine that. Might as well put the sticks in there. And really, you're better off having the low stack on the arrows and just filling back in. I guess we can do that at this point. I don't think I'm going to dump them accidentally or anything. All right, well, that's some more manageable space. I don't know why I thought that iron bar was so important, but I kind of did. How often do you just get a full-on bar of iron? Well, you get stacked iron ore, you don't need iron. You're right, but it was a gift from the zombie friends. Special. Alright. Looks kind of lightish out. Let's go up, see where we are. Because I have no idea. Ooh, it doesn't look lightish out. It looks... Oh, this was a storm. Remember, we were gonna fight the creepers. So what I don't know is where are those horse fields again. Kind of guess I'm back this way. I mean, I say that, but I know that's the swamp. That's the quarry kind of area in the sand. Or bases that way, so process of deduction. We'll get there. I think it's right over this hill. Nice. Oh, that's stuck though. Now, can we... Is it still lightning-y? This looks like dawn. Ooh. Oh no, it's a phantom. Phantom forces unite. Oh. Two. That one's still stuck. Everybody? No, gotta wait for you. Alright. This doesn't seem as stormy anymore. So that's a shame. I think that was our entrance, but maybe that's all part of the same cave over there. Alright. Can we find the mine again is the question. Helps. Oh yeah, we made this stairway down. And that was maybe where the gravel drop. Yay! We made it. Alright. So now, all you random things go back in there. I don't have any wood things. I don't have any... Well, I mean, I guess I can just dump everything. Stone things. And then let's... Actually, a pretty good system, if I do say so. We just scavenge out and then return and sort everything for the future base sorting. Pink. All that stuff. Oh, and we're doing that. No wood. Lots of coal. And some more iron. And a bunch of stone. Alright. Winner, winner. No, was that back this way that we'd gone and wandered? So what? Oh, you know what we should do? Hold on. You guys know what we should do. I'm sure you guys have been just laughing all the way. You and you. You know, nope. No, I'm not going to do it to you. You've waited long enough. You guys have been patient and good. Okay, think about it. Name tag. I'll take it. All the rest of it, good enough. Yeah, name tag. Awesome. Seeds again. All our train stuff. We'll hang on to that in hand. I mean, we may have to... In fact, you know what? Store in the usable format, right? Alright, now I think we are well set. Let's just see how... Yep, just barely over, though. Not too terrible at all. Let's go ahead and save out to title. Envision, create, share. I'm giving it my best shot. Although today it's a little less creaty, a little less envision-y, and a little more run-aroundy and gathery. But hey, I hope you understand. So, let's get this up. I want to thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed our revisiting old school overworld caves. I mean, they're sort of endangered, right? At some point, they're going to get a big old update. And, we'll be left to discover them all over again. And for those of you who are nostalgic, a little apprehensive, oh, what's happening with all these changes? You know, think Nether. Old Nether was pretty tired. It needed an update. The caves are certainly can't think of the word. Representative of Minecraft, you know, and they're kind of canon for what it can be, and certainly there's room to be screwed up. But from the videos that they'd showed early on, from the reactions that some of the early looks have been, I think it's going to be pretty cool when all that stuff does roll out. But we still, I think, one maybe midsummer, so maybe in a couple months. And then another, they split that whole update up. So we may have cliffs, or we may have the caves, or they may split it some other way. I don't know. But we'll find that all out. So let's enjoy these caves while we've got them before the update comes. And I hope you'll join me back for more. We're going to be right back at it when I restart. But as I always do, and I hope you guys do too, let's take a little break, get up, move around, maybe stick your head outside. It had just started sprinkling. More about that on the next episode. But yeah, may not be wandering too far. But I'll go out on my deck, smell that fresh rain smell, and a nice cool day today. So you guys take care of yourselves, take care of somebody else while you're at it, and stay awesome until you join me back for the next one. Bye now.